What's up, y'all? So today we're going to look at the Astros offseason and talk about what we can look forward to in 2021 from the Houston Astros.
One struck out three. Here's a drive to deep right field. Back goes Canna. He is at the wall, and that ball is gone. Another home run. Michael Brantley hits his second of the day.
So surprisingly, the Astros did better than I thought. If I were to give them a grade, it would depend on what kind of teacher I am, you know? Because there's that one teacher who grades all their students the same way, no matter what. And then there's that teacher that, if you're an athlete who walks up to the teacher and says, you know, I was really busy with sports lately and I couldn't catch up, that student gets special treatment. If I was the first teacher who just didn't care, and I usually am that first teacher, then the Astros have a B this semester, this offseason. But if I was that teacher who says, like, takes into consideration extracurricular stuff, then the Astros actually get an A. And I'll explain why later, but let's talk about why they got a B. So let's summarize the Astros offseason. We lost George Springer. We signed Michael Brantley back for 2 years. We signed Ryan Stanek. We signed Pedro Baez. And we re-signed, does it count as re-signed? We signed Jason Castro. Overall, you know, that's not a bad offseason. And if you consider the fact that nobody really wants to go to the most hated team right now, I think we did pretty darn good. And we worked on what we needed to work on. So as y'all know, even before the offseason, I said that we needed to forget about George Springer and we needed to bring back Michael Brantley. I think the biggest thing we need to do, and y'all are gonna hate me for this, the Astros need to forget about George Springer and worry about Michael Brantley. And that's exactly what we did.
You can call me Mystic Mike because I predict these things.
I'm super stoked about bringing back Michael Brantley because he's the second best contact hitter in the league. I'd say David Fletcher is the best contact hitter. And he's just so good with the bat. He just doesn't swing and miss at all. And I think bringing him back, you know, we need the lefty first of all. And we need someone who gets on base who's not just hitting power. But George Springer was good. You know, we weren't going to sign him. You know, he got $25 million a year for 6 years. We don't have that money. We need to bring back Correa next year. So I'm glad that we lost Springer, sort of. You know, we weren't going to get him for a good price. We better save that money for Correa. I'd rather keep Carlos Correa than George Springer because the truth of the matter is, you know, we have guys to replace George Springer. Not really great guys, but, you know, we're gonna be okay, and we're gonna talk about that later. But for now, let's talk about some of the signings we made. All right, so the first signing I'm gonna talk about is Ryan Stanek, and I don't know if y'all know this, but I'm actually super stoked about this signing. I know his numbers aren't that good, and to be fair, the reason why I'm excited is because someone used him against me in MLB The Show, and I was like, dang, this guy's throwing heat, and this guy's, you know, he's got a good splitter too. And even though he was a bronze, I was trading like silvers for him in the custom league. And then when he was in Diamond Dynasty, I was like, dang, I gotta get this card, you know. And then when he signed with the Astros, I was like, oh my gosh, it's happening or something. And I was like, you know, with Brent Strom coming through, I think this could be very good. Ryan Stanek's got good velocity. He's got pretty good break. And he popped off in the playoffs. So hopefully, you know, he did pop off in Minute Maid when he was in the NLDS. So hopefully he could keep that up, and hopefully we could get a really good reliever out of him. I'm actually super excited to watch this guy play for the Astros, and I think you guys should be too. Even though my scouting report right now is from MLB The Show, I think he could, you know, really be a solid part of our bullpen, which was really bad last season. Alright guys, let's talk about Pedro Baez. To be honest, I'm not as excited about Pedro Baez as I am about Stanek because we all saw what happened in Game 4 of the World Series.
Against Baez. Swinging a fly ball left center field towards the gap, giving chases Taylor all the way back to the wall. It's gone!
Kevin Kiermaier will be the bat.
There's a swing and a drive to right field and deep. Back to the wall, and when this one lands, we are tied!
But you know, that's just one game. It was just tough to see because those kind of games leave a mark on you as a fan. You know, throughout his career, he hasn't been great. He hasn't been bad. But right now, I feel like we just need a guy who stands out. It's nice to have a veteran in the bullpen because last year we had a ton of rookies like Brandon Belak, Christian Javier, Blake Taylor. You know, our bullpen was just a bunch of young people. And now we have a veteran in the bullpen, which I think I'm pretty excited about. But also, Joe Smith is coming back, so we don't really need a veteran right now. But, you know, we'll see how it plays out. Brent Strom can work wonders maybe. And, you know, who knows? What happens. It'll be fun to watch. He could be solid. I think he will be solid. I just don't think he'll be great. You know, he's not a Liam Hendricks or anything, obviously. But it'll be fun to watch. I got a mic, but it doesn't work, but I'm going to keep it on because it looks cool. So next time we're going to talk about, we're going to go with Michael Brantley. I told y'all we needed to sign him over George Springer, and that's what James Click did. Who knows? James Click, if you're watching this, good job. Thank you. You know, I love contact hitters. You know, that's why my love for contact hitters is why I hate guys like Judge and Stanton, because it takes talent to hit a ball. All right, if you can hit a ball as much as Brantley can, that's talent right there. All right, Judge and Stanton, they hit bombs, but they're not doing a very good job. You know, they just swing blindly. It doesn't take a lot of talent to do that. So that's why I love that we signed Michael Brantley. I think he's a very talented hitter. He's one of the best hitters in baseball right now, and I'm glad that we brought him back for 2 years. And it was an identical contract as before. It was the same 2 years and same amount of money. Let's show his stats. He's been like, he was a staple for he was a staple for our lineup in 2020, and I don't think we would have gone far if it wasn't for Michael Brantley. So I'm glad that we signed him again. I'm excited to see what he has to do here. We got unfinished business, Uncle Mike, like he says, and I'm so excited to bring him back. I know there are a lot of other guys that we signed, like Steven Souza Jr. and Steve Cishek, but the last guy we're going to talk about today is Jason Castro. We have a lefty catcher now, not a lefty throwing catcher because those don't exist. We have a lefty hitting catcher. We can play platoon now, which I'm actually excited to see how it plays out. But, you know, there's a lot of nostalgia that comes with this signing. Jason Castro came up with the Astros, and we're bringing him back. Maldonado has always been a pretty bad hitter, per se. And Jason Castro isn't like an elite hitter whatsoever. That's why we're doing a platoon, where if there's a lefty, we're going to put in Maldonado, and if there's a righty, we're going to put in Jason Castro. But it'll be fun to see. I think this could go either really well or really wrong, because with less at-bats, you're going to get more skewed results. So you can either have them both doing really well, or you can have them both doing really badly. And, you know, it's a risk that Dusty's willing to take. It's a risk that I'm willing to take. And it'll be fun to see. I would like to see Maldonado play more than Castro, just because Machete has really made that bond with the pitchers. Maybe the young guys could get Jason Castro, like Brandon Bielak, Christian Javier. No, I want Javier with Maldonado. Valdez, I want with Maldonado too. Blake Taylor. McCullers likes Maldonado better. Greinke maybe. No, Greinke likes Maldonado. We all love Maldonado, but let's be honest, he's not that great of a hitter. He comes through sometimes, but, you know, we need his walks though. So Jason Castro, it's not really a big signing. I like that we have a backup catcher now for when, you know, Maldonado gets on base late and we have a pinch runner, and now Jason Castro can replace him instead of Dustin Garnell. It's definitely an improvement. It's just one that I didn't really see us targeting. I lied at first. We're going to have one more signing talking. We're going to talk about George Springer. Springer left us. It is what it is. He's making $150 million in 6 years. I just realized he's making more than Bregman in the same amount of years. We're not going to pay him that. You know we're not going to pay him that. We knew we weren't going to pay him that. I don't really care, honestly. Like, George Springer was slumping last year too, last I checked, all right? If Toronto wants to waste their money on him, go ahead and do it, all right? And don't be like, oh, you're just a salty Astros fan that lost Springer. I'm not salty. I just think he's not worth that, especially since we're not going to be making a lot of money in the future. A lot of teams hate us. A lot of fans hate us. You know, it's not gonna go too well. And we gotta sign guys like Correa next year. We gotta sign guys. Bregman's gonna be here for a bit. So is Altuve. But like, you know, Yuli, we got him on 2 years. Miles Straw's gonna be hitting free agencies in like 2 years. Kyle Tucker is new, so we got him for a bit. Michael Brantley, we barely re-signed him. You know, we're short on money. It's obvious that we're short on money. We couldn't even sign Liam Hendricks. I really wanted Liam Hendricks. So we're really short on money. So the fact that we're giving up Springer, like right here, like all we did was say we don't need you. We want Correa. Okay, that's all we did. And Correa says he wants to be an Astro for life. So let's make it happen, James Click. Let's make Correa an Astro for life. Let's do it. He wants to do it. I know you want to do it. Make it happen. All right. Just, you know, get that checkbook out. You know. So it's a good signing for Toronto. Don't get me wrong. It's not like they have a stacked outfield already or a stacked infield already. You know, all this just to be second place to the Yankees. Good job, Toronto. You know, we all know how you did in the wild card this year. Let's not get too excited, Toronto fans. All right, you're not gonna pull off a Raptors thing. You're gonna get eliminated in the first round. You're gonna get eliminated in the wild card. It is what it is. You know, if you want to pay $150 million for a guy just to get eliminated in the first round, like, be my guest. You guys signed Kirby Yates, George Springer, Marcus Semien, and then you're going to waste a whole year of Biggio, Gurriel, Teoscar Hernandez, Bichette, Guerrero. You're just going to waste a year of their team control. If that's what you want to do, that's what you, be my guest. You know, if you're gonna sign George Springer right into your course, free agency, go ahead and be my guest. I'll gladly see Bichette walk away in 6 years. You know, I'll gladly see Guerrero walk away in 6 years. I'll gladly see Calvin Biggio walk away. I'll gladly see Gurriel walk away. Teoscar Hernandez. You know, if you want to do that, go ahead and do that. It doesn't bother me at all. And you'll find out very soon that he's not worth $150 million. But, you know, fair play to you guys. Do what you guys want to do, you know. I just don't think it was a very smart move by either of y'all. But I think it was a very smart move by the Astros because, you know, I said they should do that. But yeah, just, we're not worried about you, Toronto. Worry about the Yankees first. All right. So what can we look forward to in 2021? Well, Framber Valdez, he popped off in the end of the year. Jose Altuve bouncing back. Correa bouncing back. Bregman bouncing back. Gurriel not going to be as bad as he was, all right? I'm actually super stoked about 2021. We lost George Springer, all right? He wasn't Mike Trout. We got back Brantley. Yordan Alvarez is coming back. If you think about it, we have Miles Straw replacing him, right? Miles Straw is a little worse defensively than Reddick, but I guarantee you with all these at-bats coming up, he's going to be better than Reddick was in hitting. Now, Yordan Alvarez, let's talk about him. Yordan is a better hitter than Springer. We all know that, all right? Don't trip. And he's a lefty. We need lefties. He's not going to play defense, obviously. We got Miles Straw in the outfield. But we went from an outfield of Reddick, Tucker, and Springer to Tucker, Brantley, and Straw. That's not a bad, you know, drop, especially when Yordan Alvarez is coming back. I think that's great. You know, I'm gonna show you right here. This is our 4 outfielders, including DH. Offensively, you can see that, you know, Yordan, Tucker, Brantley, and Straw is better than Springer, Brantley, Tucker, and Reddick. You know, Straw's better than Reddick. Tucker and Brantley are the same, and then Yordan's better than Springer. So offensively, we're improving. And then defensively, we went from Springer, Tucker, and Reddick to Straw, Brantley, and Tucker. Tucker stays the same. Brantley is not as good as Reddick, obviously, at defense, and Straw is not as good as Springer at defense. But Straw's good at defense. He's a speedy guy, and I I love that he's getting more time with the Astros because when free agency hits, he's going to want to go somewhere where he's going to make an impact, right? If that wasn't going to be Houston, he was going to leave. And I don't want him to leave. I want Straw to be an Astro for a long time. So I'm glad he's getting his at-bats. I'm glad he's going to get his playing time so that when he comes to free agency, we have a chance. And that's what I want. So I'm actually really stoked about Straw playing in center field. I know a lot of Astros fans aren't. I think y'all are tripping, to be honest. I think you guys are tripping. I think Straw's going to be great. I don't think he's going to be Springer great offensively, but every single is going to be a double for him. I think he's going to be an amazing center fielder. And you guys are just going to have to wait and see. I can tell you guys this right now, but you guys aren't going to believe me. You guys just have to wait and see, you know. I'm so tired right now. My eyes are going to shut. So, okay, so now I'm going to do a little Q&A. These questions were from Bartolo Colon _official on my on TikTok. He was on my live stream last night when I was asking for questions about the Astros. And he's an Angels fan, so shout out to him. That awkward moment when an Angels fan is asking you more Astros questions than Astros fans are. But let's start off. What starting pitcher should the Astros shoot for? First, let's talk about our rotation right now. We have Framber Valdez at ace, Lance McCullers at second, Zach Greinke third. Jose Urquidy, I'm kind of skeptical about. You know, he was pretty good in 2020 actually. But I remember going back all the way to my archives on Insta, and I did not like this dude at all in 2019, so who knows. And then fifth, if we need one, is Christian Javier, but I've seen him being used. I've seen him as a reliever. I like him better as a starter, but, you know, as a reliever, maybe he could do good. If he isn't a reliever, then we need a 5-pitcher, and I think we should shoot for Julio Teheran. You know, I made a video on TikTok talking about why we need Teheran. I don't remember why I said we need Teheran, but I really like, I know at the time I was like, we should really sign this guy. He's still not signed right now. The Astros should shoot for him like right now. Julio Teheran is a steal, and the Astros could just snag him right now. No other team seems to be looking for him. So let's see if we could get him for 2021. He'll be a great addition. Second question was, should the Astros get relievers? I think we're okay with relievers right now. I don't really see a reliever that we could sign that's really good right now. I really wanted Liam Hendricks. I really thought we had a chance at Liam Hendricks, but he went to the Chicago White Sox of all teams. The next question is, if you get Julio Teheran, will the Astros send Christian Javier to the bullpen or Jose Urquidy? I think we're going to send Christian Javier to the bullpen, as I said earlier, because he's actually been sent to the bullpen. I don't think it's a smart choice. I think Christian Javier is a great starter. He held the Dodgers down this year really well. His first strikeout was against the NL MVP from 2019, Cody Bellinger, who I think is overrated, to be honest, but that's a different question. But let's just fast forward this because my phone does not have a lot of storage. Framber Valdez, how good will he be this year? He has Cy Young potential. Operative word, potential. That curveball is so nasty. I don't think anyone can hit that curveball. This dude is so good. He popped off at the end of this year, and if he continues that all the way through 2021, he can and will win a Cy Young. If he puts up the end of the regular season performance and his postseason performance for all of 2021, he will win a Cy Young, okay? Do not underestimate this guy. He can and he will win a Cy Young if he does what he does, okay? That's all I'm going to say. Do not sleep on Framber Valdez. Just because he's an Astro and because you guys don't like him, or because you guys don't like the Astros, don't sleep on him. He can win a Cy Young, and if he does, I'm gonna go back to this, okay? I will. Don't sleep on the Astros rotation. We have a better rotation than you guys think, okay? And you guys will see in 2021 how good our rotation is. Okay, I'm gonna end this video on projections. I think we're gonna get 101 wins this season. I think we're gonna go to the World Series, and I think we're gonna win the World Series. I don't really think that. I think it's very possible that we do. And you guys gotta stop sleeping on the Astros just because we cheated in 2017. That doesn't mean we're not a good squad. We can and could very well win the World Series this year. You guys better not sleep on them. I know you guys hate them, but you know what? Guess what? Baseball's not an election, okay? Thank you guys for watching this. hopefully I can make more videos like these in the regular season. But my phone's like out of storage, so we'll have to figure something out. Thank y'all for watching. Peace out.